Welcome to World Energy Television. I'm Richard Loomis, CEO of World Energy. And today on Reality Check, we're going to talk about something that is dear to my heart, the state of California. Now, in the past, we've referred to California as an island when it comes to energy. However, it doesn't have to be. And I've got some advice for Governor Jerry Brown. You have sitting off the coast of California a tremendous resource. We have more oil in California that is seeping out of the ground than we are taking advantage of. Let's use some examples. The country of Nigeria went from being a third world dust bowl into a government where they make lots of money. And they did it by selling oil. Let's look at Saudi Arabia. Prior to finding oil, they were just a desert. They had no cash reserves. Look at China. They're running around the country, running around the world, looking for oil reserves. You've got them sitting in your backyard. Now, my suggestion would be to take a good hard look at how to develop those resources without damaging the environment. And I'm not talking about using operators like BP and Halliburton. I'm talking about ExxonMobil and Chevron. I'm talking about using companies that know what to do and how to do it. Now, your advantage offshore California is no one owns those reserves anymore. Those leases have all expired. You could make the $28 billion you need to bring the California economy back to life by just accessing the offshore. So how do you do it? The first thing you need to do is a seismic survey. Personally, I suggest the model they're using in Australia. The government pays for it. Now, your advantage, a lot of our seismic boats are out of business right now. You shut down, or you didn't, but they shut down the Gulf of Mexico. That means we have surplus equipment that needs to be put to work. Bring those boats to California. Let them do a seismic survey. A seismic survey will not impact your environment. It will simply tell us if there are any structures down there that look promising. Then let's do a discovery well. We have a lot of rigs in the Gulf of Mexico that are not working right now. Let's go ahead and do a discovery well. Once again, until it goes into production, there is no risk to the environment. It's minimal. We know what we're doing here. Now, any structure that happens to have some shows, you get ready to lease, and you can lease it at a premium. I come back to the same thing. We just shut down the East Coast. We're not going to do it anymore. We've shut down the Gulf of Mexico. We're not going into the Western Gulf. The only state that is still doing any activity offshore is Alaska, and it's only in state waters. You have a tremendous advantage. The question is, are you willing to actually do something that will change the way California works? You'll have the resources. You'll have something to export to the rest of the country. And personally, I would rather spend money in California than in Saudi Arabia. And I'm Richard Loomis for World Energy.